like Heronius.
Heronius?
Who is like the god of lawful good aristocracy.
I remember, he's the one Damian used to call erroneous. Is there?
It doesn't quite make sense to you though. Heronius is part of some old group of gods that are just no longer around. It's like Mark and I talking about, hey, yeah, that asshole worships Thor. In like real life, it's like, who does that anymore?
Is there a symbol of Heronius?
Yes, you end up picking it out, and it is made of gold, and Heronius' symbol is.
It's a large bird-shaped sculpture. A swan or a heron.
You know what we should do? We should rush back to Omelette.
It is a fist holding a lightning bolt.
That is very much Thor.
No,
very much Thor. Yeah,
it's like Zeus, motherfucker. Splat.
It is Heronius the Invincible, a deity of valor, chivalry, justice, honor, war, and daring.
So an all-out stand-up guy.
He's a bro.
He wakes up, bro, did you find my sword?
What is that? That's ancient. Old god. Old gods. They're all dead or gone. Or, well, some of them are still around, but they're not like they used to be.
Well, that's what we've been told now, isn't it? But I think it's fair to say we've been told a lot of lies. This could be one of them. Besides, worst case, it might bring him some peace in his sleep. Goes back.
Oscar
Kind of put the symbol in his hand.
Okay. He is asleep, so you have to kind of wrap the holy symbol, the chain of the holy symbol around his hand.
Oscar wants this black curtain of magic to be permanently around him so that he can just watch things.
There's a globe of darkness floating around.
Yes.
Oscar says.
Okay, Oscar hears feels the lizard tail and the lizard ferret creature just sort of like snuggle back in to the side of your head, and the tail goes back across the inside of your forehead.
Oscar looks sternly at the top of his helmet and readjusts it.
Okay. Oscar finds all sorts of thoughts returning to his mind about what the easier route would have been. You kind of nod like, yeah, Ptolemy's got a point. This would have been so much easier had we just did away with him. The question of who gets to wield the sword, and is this prince going to start bossing you guys all around? And...
Yeah, we got a solution for that.
Marty, can Crusher do a check on him, like a heal? It's for poison and disease.
Yeah, you can do a medical check if you want.
That's an 8-hour thing.
To
treat wounds or to treat
it's
disease?
Not. It's
You could just give me a medical check to try to diagnose what's wrong with him.
If it's poison or disease, he gets a +4.
I will. Darian will aid.
Okay.
1d20.
I have to check.
I don't know. If it's a poison or disease, you can add 4 to whatever this is. 25.
I think your power is when you treat disease as the action, you get an additional +4.
I had a 16 on the aids. So
okay, so 26. There's no sign of poison or disease. Ruling all things out, you suspect that there might be some magical effect that has got him sleeping. The magical effect might be so strong that it might also be sustaining him. He doesn't have signs of being thirsty or hungry or like malnourished or dehydrated.
No signs of like feces in the casket kind of thing.
Nope.
Maybe, what's
That
her
would be a
name?
horrible spell. Just sleep forever, but you still.
Is this this body
It's
on a
just-
mountain of poop?
Just really low,
It's constantly growing.
really slow death spell, right? And in 3 days you die.
You don't suffocate to death. In a pile of your own filth. He seemed to react to a restorative spell, but not enough to wake him up. Darian,
Mm-hmm.
should we try to reinsert a stone into his chest? The stones are evil by their very nature.
No, I don't think so. If anything, could it be that the absence of the stone is what's causing this? I mean, if he's alive, but
We've removed the stone from others while they were
but
alive.
from the dead, though, haven't we?
Can you speak to his mind?
Oh, you weren't in the room. No, we have never removed the melty man upstairs. The jailer. The torturer.
Oh.
A
Oh, right.
horrible piece of filth.
Yes, that guy. Yes, I saw him die.
Yeah, we removed his stone.
Right.
Can either
It's the one on
either
Craig's
you or Ptolemy talk to someone in their mind? Do you have that kind of magics?
I
Your
have
filthy
this,
tricks?
I have this
I mean-
vague memory of knowing how to do such a thing.
All right, well then I don't know why we're still here. Let's grab this bag of meat and head back upstairs.
Well, maybe we should rest here.
This is obviously a trap. They can just get in here if they wanted. Someone set this up for you. Some real hatred for you.
Kinda
Yeah,
looks
we're
like
gonna
they
have
did it.
words.
With who?
with who? I don't see a gotcha card anywhere.
Well,
Catch or something.
if you're a legitimate part of the temple, we have words. If you're not, we're probably here to rescue you. Pretty easy that way, isn't it?
Fair enough.
All right, let's go then.
I'll
Doing
take,
alright?
I'll take the prince.
Yes. Fine.
Alright then.
My lord, are you pouting?
No. Picks up Squish. Just, I'm done with this place. Let's move on.
As you wish.
Did you stick him back in the box where he belongs?
No, we're taking him with us, my lord.
Oh, wonderful. That's so wonderful. Wonderful.
Didn't your parents disappear when they traveled to the capital, my lord?
Yes.
Could it be that the prince here might be able to help find them, or at least what happened to them?
Well, I was thinking that once we destroy this place or make it nicer, dropping that evil part on the name of it, we could
Oh, yeah, that's all it's gonna take.
we could go and fight some hobgoblins and go visit the Iron King. Say, hey, stop being bad. Or something like that.
You know, if we take the name and you put it backwards, it will be the Temple of Elemental Live. Live is good.
Yes.
We like live.
What the fuck are you two talking about?
The
Let's
Temple
get
of
the hell out of here.
Elemental Life. I like it.
There we go.
Damn it.
See, now we're all happy.
Grab the rest of that shit and let's go.
Darian, are we liberating the museum because it's part of a trap?
Yeah, he's not. His body's not here. We're good.
Okay, are you taking the offerings as well that were in front of his?
That's the museum.
All right.
Actually, hold
Oscar.
on. Shadow's gonna run back in here,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna start smelling around the coffin. Whoever did this cast some spells,
Yes.
so Shadow's smelling around.
It was way, way too long ago.
Just as I thought. Dust and bullshit. All right.
And he's gone.
Don't close
So
the
how
door.
well ruined did the armor look?
The armor looked ruined. There are runes upon the armor.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. All right, we're gonna take him upstairs to the. Oh, so, are we taking him all the way upstairs to the peasants, or are we simply going to the reading chamber for our rest?
Let's go all the way up with the villagers.
I would plan to rest in the chamber with the books, so we could study.
God damn it.
I might be able to talk to
Fine.
him in the morning.
Why don't we do that with the villagers?
Ooh, maybe we could send Prince Thrummel to go deal with the pumpkin things, and we could stay here and clear out the temple.
Maybe the farmer and the woman figure something out or know something useful.
Well, there's not many creatures outside. We could just send them away.
Now, it's not the worst plan in the world, but I gotta say that Thrommel here, with all of his might and whatever he has, his paladininess, still ended up in a box with the stone cut out of his chest, with a curse on him, in a hidey hole in here to dig with Darian.
Wait.
I don't think it was his idea.
We could write a nicely worded note saying, "Here, Lord Byrne, we found your wayward prince. Have fun, Darian and company."
Or we could try to wake him up.
Darian, do you got a middle name?
No. Middle names are for privileged nobility.
I think he should have I think you should give him a middle name like Estevan or something, so he could be Darian E. Squire. Darian Esquire.
I could give you a name. I am your lord, after all.
He's biting his tongue about giving people names because he's given Ptolemy a name that he just doesn't use. That's quite all right, my lord. I'm happy with the two I've got.
All right, then.
Alright, so,
Maybe Prince Thrummel will give you a better name.
Well, you know what? Maybe he will.
alright everyone, calm down. It has been a trying day, and I have books to read, so let's go.
Are we pretending reading books is hard now? Is that what?
It's very large, and the pages are big, and you can get paper cuts.
Oh, well, paper cuts.
All right, which way are you guys headed?
We are going to go... Well, you probably don't want me to, because Alkur is going to basically take us back to F's quarters. And that's where he wants to go. If we're dropping off.
To Falrinth, yeah.
Yep. Alright, so are we dropping the prince off upstairs, or are we taking him with us?
I think it's best we leave him with other people.
Is
We
he
leave
warm?
the meat sacks with the other meat sacks.
Let's not be calling the folk meat sacks, shall we?
Prince Meatsack.
Snacks, whatever you want to call them. All right. Just kidding, buddy.
Darian is not amused.
Or am I?
That's funny right there. I don't care who you are. That's funny right there.
That is funny.
All right. We are gonna go, I think, this way.
Okay. Passing by the alchemical workshop and the lab and going up the stairs. Okay, so I'm gonna copy pasta your tokens. Going to level 2.
There's still a whole bunch of rooms we did not touch here.
Yeah.
Ah!
Looking
Let's just
for it.
rest. Let's just rest now, guys.
Alright, we're gonna rest.
When did we say we're gonna? Sorry.
When did we say we're going to go after those pocket things?
2 more days.
2 more days. All right.
We have to go within 2 days.
Yes,
the village of Homlet is doomed.
Doom.
Right.
Yes. They'll be fine. We'll make it in time.
Hey, what's in this room?
Not now.
I'm just saying, Oscar, it might be treasure.
You
This is
know,
how I relax.
We haven't detected magic or gold in there.
sometimes you gotta quit while you're ahead, Shadow. That's how I don't end up stuck in the tower like some damsel in distress.
Arrow in your ass.
Well, you could fire the plumy arrow to get an arrow in your ass.
Right up there. Okay, we're gonna then
Can you
go...
cast an illusion on this arrow to make him look normal?
Ptolemy shrugs. They don't know many illusions, although I could veil us to make us look like other things.
We're gonna take this passage... Oh, is there a passage there?
Nope.
Or am I drunk?
Veil the villagers.
Never mind, I'm drunk. Go this way.
How many can you veil?
Well, pretty much all of us, I think.
How many villagers can you veil?
Oh, interesting. I could cast veil and send them on their way.
Yeah. If you can't do all of them, make half of them look like hobgoblins. Or whatever the hell. So they're, pushing prisoners along.
Yes. Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh.
Alright. Maybe
Crap.
something
Hero
scary
point?
is here and we have to drop Prince Thrommel and run.
Hero point. Hero point.
Go on, drop Prince Thrommel and run. Ooh, Lord. All right. What is even left in the temple that's scary?
This is a good sign. Unless it's a bad sign and really when you depopulate the temple so that the demon
Something
shows up.
from level 5 decides to come up and see what's
There's
going
a
on.
janitor named Todd with a sketchy eye. That's about it.
500 years old. Yep.
Random chul.
All right. I'm gonna go to one of the other temple levels.
We should give the prince some tattoos.
His face looked like a butt because he's always talking shit. It's an old joke.
All right. So I'm gonna go to the temple exterior and have a look. Have a whoopsie.
Crows decide to come down.
There's just giant birds in the hallway.
Crows.
How many days has it been since we've lost Doom? Because that puppy
Oh,
literally will be coming
Martin.
back.
You've got a tick in there. Here, let's see what you typed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you rolled a D1.
Oh, do I? Oh, interesting.
Marty.
All right, fine.
You rolled.
That's
one of
how
those.
he does it.
Oh, awesome.
Hey, look at Fox. Fox always looking out for us.
Interesting. Or I can just apply my rusty computer science skills to actually accept secret commands, but no, that was not my intent. Okay, no encounter. Fine. I was just putting it together.
1 comma D100 equals 8.
You pass down. Oops.
Is that like the little apostrophe on the O there? You can barely see the goddamn thing.
Yeah.
You manage to get back to where where the peasants are.
Okay.
Behold!
Well, there's a sight for sore eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, we brought a prince with us. Merry Christmas. Or, sorry, insert relevant holiday gestured greeting.
Happy pumpkin
Happy-
seed thing.
Happy pumpkin seed. Happy pumpkin seed.
Oh my! This seems to kick up like a really, like excitement amongst the freed captives, and they are quickly fussing over Prince Thrommel.
Yep, and
Can
he's
you
broken.
look after-
Yeah, Crusher carries him to.
They're all oohing and awing, and
Oh, there they
No funny stuff. He's still a prince. For now.
the farmer comes back over. Yeah.
Make sure he has enough breathing space. They're gonna suck the oxygen. I mean, suck the air from around him.
Don't use the word
Yep.
suck.
Whatever. With their filthy germs.
You did a good deed bringing him back to us.
Yeah. Guess who just told him not to kill him?
I'm not sure what that means.
Why are you smelling your finger?
God, I hate you guys.
Oh yes, and I have an idea.
Halloween.
I have an illusion spell that will make you look like a bunch of bugbears and gnolls. You could choose your own disguise, by the way, and then I can send you on your way, and the group of you can go to Homlet, and you could take the prince with you, where he'll be safe.
And how long does that spell last?
Oh, I know this. I haven't cast it yet.
12 minutes! Oh, you They step outside like, say, freedom! Caw-caw!
It'll last for a very long time.
A very, very long time.
Well enough for them to get past the ne'er-do-wells camping outside.
And how long do you think that will take?
An hour.
And the ne'er-do-wells on the road?
Well, farmer's quite formidable. With the choking of wolves with his bare hands. Yeah.
Is this something you would be able to do?
Might beat standing around here waiting for some buggos to get in our craw.
Ptolemy, if you're able to do this, then I suggest they take it.
All right, everyone. Tony's in obvious hurry to rid himself of the prince.
Get out of here, side of responsibility.
Right.
How dare you be here, father figure? Go!
Chop, chop. Oh, line up all the warriors here. I will make you look like bugbears or gnolls, and then you'll be able to walk right out of here and take those sick ones with you. Are you
sick
sure?
one, yeah?
Says Mother Scring.
Wait, hold on. There's more sick ones.
Of course. Your share was sick ones.
Well, the prince is
Let's-
clearly
let's-
sick. He'll need
Let's
lots of
wait until
bed
I'll-
rest
let's-
and... What?
Let's wait till tomorrow morning.
I'm administering a plan.
Let's do the plan tomorrow.
No.
We'll give them some healing. Make sure the diseases are gone.
May I speak to you over here for a moment, Bone Crusher?
Yes, what is it? What is it? What do you want?
If I cast my last fourth circle spell today, which is the Veil, I'll be able to rest and then prepare the fourth circle spell, which will then be at our disposal for the rest of our scouring the Temple of Evil.
I'm collecting the gold. Yes, I see what you're saying.
Well, it does pay to be good.
Yeah, cleaners. Mother, would you be able to care for the sick ones? Would you be able to cure them?
I've been doing my best. There is little
The long-
disease left here, but the longer
The
we
longer you stay, the more dangerous it is.
We haven't really cleared upstairs yet, though.
Are you sure you can do without my help? And she's aiming this question at Darian.
I think these folk need you tending to more than we do.
If you want, I can come around. Make sure you get out of here and down the road a bit before I run back in here.
Yeah, I suppose we could look like buggos.
Don't forget to pick your noses and things. Because that's what they do.
Yeah, they're pretty disgusting in their habits.
Certainly don't want to take a moment and scout ahead to make certain there's not an army waiting out there.
I can do that.
Yes, but if they're going to move en masse, then we need to put up the... I can get to 10 creatures with this spell. 10 buggos and gnolls and ghouly ghouls.
Well, that's not everyone now, is it?
No, but they could, like, mush the others, like they're being marched off for some task.
We could go, as Fox says, we could go outside and kill everything else. Where did that come from?
Well, I suppose the killers could go out and kill, if they want.
Very, very explicitly, I would suggest not making the strongest men the buggos.
Why?
Press the strongest men up in the robes of the Earth Temple, for example, and then have the weaker ones be illusioned as things like buggos and other sort of warrior types.
Oh, ferocious children buggos.
Or goblins.
Goblins, yes. Yes.
Wait,
Tommy's excited at his idea. Maybe you could get one of the slave wagons and pack them all in.
Marty, Crusher, is there any documents here at all signed by, like, anything that says, Order of the Earth Curate, anything like that?
Not in these creepy old disgusting storage chambers.
No, but when we went up to their sleeping quarters, like the nice, clean, wealthy, was there stuff there?
Yeah, where the peasants aren't allowed to sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
There could have been objects there. You didn't loot, like, down to every last copper piece.
That's fine. Crusher's gonna take his paper and pen out and, like, quill and start writing, an order of the Earth Curate is to... Actually, he's gonna have two. One is to, go forth and seek out more prisoners. And then the other one is to escort these prisoners to a new site, because the illusion's going to go down. So he's going to write two of them, and, Crusher
Okay.
of Bones, Earth Curate. So two orders, one before the illusion, one after the illusion.
Put that these peasants are to be put into work to restore the moat house.
Yes. Good thinking, Ptolemy.
Oh, I know. I'm good at thinking and leading.
Yes, absolutely no threat from the prince from coming back, of course.
Let this little man grow up like stress. Somebody try to take your half the pudding.
Farmer,
Yeah.
these two notes will help you get through. One with your illusion running, the other when your illusion runs out. Know which one is which, know which pocket they're in. Destroy the first one when your illusion runs out.
Yeah, all right. He looks at them. Yeah.
Good. This should get you back. Take the weapons that you've already got. Keep them with you.
He looks at his companions. Do you guys want your crap back or not?
Perhaps it would be best if we procured one of those wagons before we cast the spell.
Yeah. There's that leadership thought.
I'll go get it.
Krieger?
Yeah.
Shadow, go.
I'm sorry.
Shadow, go with him and make sure things are alright.
I think it's go make a mess time.
Alkur and I will stay here with the magic items and organize things in an orderly fashion. As
it's true.
as is expected by learned and noble people.
Try to identify the other items before you
Are we
sleep.
sending them away with all the weapons? It's a small price to pay, Oscar.
Might as well be armed. Fuck it.
I don't mind.
We're pretty well up already.
Ptolemy's avoiding looking Darian directly in the eye.
And Darian's staring right through him.
I'm gonna go identify some magic items. He goes running into the other room.
Alright, Shadow, go with Kreiger and find the
Do you
card to
plan
make sure.
to swing the answer now or later, Darian?
Sorry, say that?
Do you plan to swing the answer now or later? I'm going to need to spend some time with it to get the gems in.
I'm fine with what I have right now. I would like to commune with it in the morning, though.
Alright.
He just gives you a nod, like, thank you. It's Darian's thank you nod.
Please look at those wrappings.
Sorry, I
Look
was
like I could use them.
reading something
I don't
else.
think they're useful.
Are you handing over the answer to put the gems in or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got no use for it right now. Well, not no use, but
It's no use.
Okay. Kreiger, Shadow, go with them, Oscar. You're good at gathering
Yeah,
supplies.
I'll get him out there, alright.
It's okay. I've got permission to go out there and do what I need to do.
Pulls out some arrows.
Got all the permission I need right here.
Okay.
Get it?
You enter
No.
the foul hallway of carnage and blood, and there are rats and flies. Step over a body. You guys haven't.
you're gonna be so hideous right now.
Right.
Yeah, this is, you know, when you got too much stuff, I know it's really hard to fathom, but this hallway has
It's
got a little
stacked.
bit too much stuff in it.
It's stacked. It's fucking stacked with bodies.
Just rotting meat and dried blood everywhere. Just go.
Do you have any idea how many bugs and stink?
We shall call this hallway Maggot Lane.
Yeah, literally.
Okay. You can see some bugbear up here bossing the goblin servants around, and they seem to be dividing food into 5 piles.
Should we start with these?
Well,
The bugbear's got, I don't know, water temple symbol on it. He stops when he sees all of you and starts backing away.
we're gonna pipe up in Goblin. Hey, what are you doing with our goblins, son of a bitch?
Divide food, one for each temple. One for greater temple. You don't want supplies?
No. We do want supplies. But
Supplies are for the living.
when's the last time you talked to Water Temple?
Yesterday. Lots of work
Water-
to do here.
And he kind of kicks at one of the goblin servants.
Lots of work. But Water Temple joined Earth Temple to make Mud Temple. So we're now all Mud Temple.
Oh?
Yeah.
Let Kreiger explain it to you here.
Mud temple? That does not make sense.
Yep. And then we brought in the Fire Temple. So now we're the Clay Temple. So we are basically like clay brick. That's what we are.
3 temples?
Yep.
Alliance?
Yeah.
What about air temple?
Air Temple joined in, but they're kind of floaty pricks.
Okay. So you don't want food in 4 piles here for each temple? You want 1 big pile?
Yeah, one big pile.
Okay. Hey, take these 4 Piles make one big pile.
The goblins start pushing food together.
Okay, that's for Greater Temple and that's for all the elements. Oh, it's a big pile.
I was just gonna like grab an apple or something on the way.
Yeah, it's just a big basket of green apples. You're like,
All right then.
What was it,
Keep
man?
working.
Hey, do you know what happened to circus?
I went on the road.
Oh, yeah, lots of people in circus. They not come back.
Well, lots of people take off to join the circus. That's what happens when the circus is in
They
town.
joined the circus?
Shadow's laughing.
Joined circus.
Maybe you should go find the circus and join it too.
No, I got works to do here.
Yeah.
Get to work.
yells at some goblin who's moving things.
Knows his job.
Make big pile for Mud Temple.
There we go. All right, we're gonna we'll go outside and
Okay, let's go to temple exterior.
Shadow's skipping a little bit.
Let me just move some things around.
Let the killing continue.
What do we have here?
So not everyone is here any longer. Let me just
Oh.
move them
Where are
off.
those guys in the north?
I'm part of me is looking forward to going back to Nob. Just go, okay, who has a problem with this now?
I've come to conquer Nob.
I'm here to claim this town in the name of Krieger. We're calling it Kriegerton.
Kriegerton. Kriegerton.
Okay, a lot of the humanoids are gone. That Lamia creature is gone. There are still some gnolls that are lollygagging about. The rest seem to be packing up the tents and moving supplies back and forth between the festival grounds and the main temple itself. It looks like a bunch of the Nolban villagers that weren't trapped inside of the Grand Bali Circus when it left are also packing up. Their wagons are empty. You can see some of the prisoner wagons are just sitting there.
Oh, we're just gonna go and grab one.
Okay, so the three of you march out. The gnolls notice Earth Temple approaching, and they all kind of get up and they look really defensive. They're kind of clustering back away from you. They're pointing at you. Others they don't question the Earth Temple.
Okay, well,
Fucking right.
bring it around.
We're going to appropriate a wagon.
Shadow and Krieger will pull the...
Okay, one of the prisoner wagon is being pulled by a single big oxen. The other one has some draft horses.
horses.
Horses, yeah.
Okay.
Does any of these brigands, etc., look particularly in need of a shit job to do?
Well, they're all. You can see lots of them are sitting around and drinking, while there are like villagers working.
So are there prisoners here?
Nope, you don't see any prisoners here.
Okay.
Well, the villagers from Nulb look like they're taking orders from the soldiers. So
Yeah.
there's lots of them that need work, and there's lots of them that are wearing Earth tabard sigils. They are the ground force. This group of men over here.
All right. So, thoughts. Do we
Oh, and you see a prisoner wagon way the hell out there with just that tied up ghoul in the middle of the wagon.
Yeah, we're not gonna go with that one.
Okay.
Are there still horses around that one?
Yep.
Good. Those will be
Okay.
the horses to help catch up with the pumpkin seed.
For 2 days, we need to get those horses fed and rested, not tied up like that.
All right, you pricks, come with me. It's appropriate a couple of dudes.
Who are you?
I'm the Watcher. Now,
The what?
Fuck off, dwarf.
are we going to really do this now? I need those horses. You get off your asses and help me get those horses.
Okay, give me an intimidate check.
Go fuck yourself. Don't make me ask Kreiger.
You can add 2 because they know who Kreiger is.
Natural 1. Beat me up, boys.
And the shit kicking starts.
Fuck off, dwarf. We're tired of taking orders from dwarves. Yeah, Romag's dead.
Kreiger, these guys don't like work.
You guys got a problem with a hard day's work? Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh shit, I saw him stick a hammer. He dinged the bell. he's pretty fucking strong. He beat an ogre at a strongman contest.
Kreiger, give me an intimidate check.
Roll better than 1.
All that Oscar did was he got a bunch of people kind of over in a circle and cursing at him.
Well, yeah, you got him close. It's good enough for a sweep. Plus 11.
Not worth
plus
XP.
10.
Shadow's marking one of them as prey.
25.
The mouthy one.
Okay. Yeah, this guy's the mouthy one, Footman 1.
You know, Shadow doesn't
25?
have to be that close. Shadow's way back here.
Okay.
All right.
Guy puts up his hands.
You, go get the horses. Fine. Do you want the wagon too or not?
Yeah, bring the wagon.
Okay. 2 guys go loping off. They're staring daggers at Oscar, but they're not complaining. They stop milling around and they leave and pretend to be working.
That's right. Remember what temple you're at, and you keep your eyes there on the ground. Eyeball me, I'll knock him out of your head.
Footman soldier does a quick salute to you. There was an edge of sarcasm to the salute, but
I'm pretty certain that if I took a nap around here, I'd end up with something in the throat. Bad on me.
I was thinking dagger.
There was an edge to that, was there?
yeah, there was an edge of sarcasm.
Sarcasm.
This is Footman
Oh,
1.
here we go.
Oh,
Here
they're
we
all
go with
Footman
the
1. All
discipline
right,
problem.
so this guy, yeah, he's like rummaging through like a trunk and he's got his back turned to you.
Yeah, Kreiger walks up behind him and just fucking hammers him.
All right, AC. I don't know. It's been a while since I figured out like second
Low
level
level dudes?
Yeah.
It should be like 16 minimum.
Yeah.
Or around 16.
So 2 for 2 for
trained.
trained, 2 for level, and 2 for dex and 2 for armor. So 18.
23.
And then hit points would be 8. 28.
He'll rage.
Oh my fuck! He's just on the ground.
Do I hear more attitude? But he's evil. Kreiger just finishes him off, just pounds him in the dirt.
Just a twitching
Yeah.
legs.
Anyone else have a problem with the way we do things?
Okay. They are going back to work. bunch of them are grabbing bags and are like moving into the temple area. And
I fucking thought. Just like throws the body in the middle of them.
okay, the hyenas are circling. You scare a bunch of peasants towards their wagons.
Welcome to the temple.
Did those guys get the horses?
Yeah, there's 2 guys that wandered off.
get 'em.
And
All right. Hey, Kreiger. You're a right prick sometimes.
Well, you saw that was like he had attitude on that.
He sassed you. I saw him sass you. I saw him sass you from there.
We got
He kind of like leans down and elbows it. Besides, they're evil. Who cares, right?
serious problems, Krieger.
okay, so a group of them are grabbing supplies and bringing them into the main floor of the temple. So I'm going to just copy past a bunch of them into the main floor. All right, these 2 guys come by. Where do you want the gold cart?
What?
It's a cart with the ghoul in it. Round front.
Gold.
Other side of the tree.
Shit. I thought he said gold cart.
No, we already found that.
Yeah, I wish it was the gold cart. They overheard you. They bring it over here and then stand off to the side of the road to have a smoke.
All right.
Let's go. We're going like this. God damn it. Thank you.
You guys can take a break. We got these horses now.
All right. They turn around and look the other way as they finish their rolled cigarette.
Hey, ghoul. Why got you tied up?
I bite people.
Isn't that your fucking job description?
Hey, they poke me.
You can see the ghoul's got a lot of like wounds, and there is a curious looking contraption on the side of the cart that looks like a spear with some sort of syringe at the end of it. And the syringe has like a rope to pull, so they stab it and pull. And the ghoul is like chained from multiple angles, so it can't move very well. And
Renee probably wouldn't have become an undead if he had this setup. Or he would have become undead faster.
So I was just, should I, what the fuck?
Not yet.
She goes, stay.
doesn't like your joke.
So, you remember anything from before you were a ghoul?
It's thinking.
Yes.
Where are you from?
Nob. So many tasty people in Nob.
Alright then. Creepy motherfucker. Alright.
Aren't you from Nob?
Never heard of the place.
Nob village nearby. Lots of people to turn into ghouls. Each 1 out of 3. You know what? I don't really dislike him.
Nolman's taste like cranberries.
Yes.
Well, you are what you eat.
Maybe.
Oh, that means he's people.
Not many ghouls left. Maybe if I eat all of Nob, I become a ghoul prince.
We got a ghoul prince around here?
I don't know. Don't know.
Alright, stick around.
Ghoul prince, yes.
Ghoul princess.
Prince,
You still got your thingy?
What's thingy?
Your thingy.
No, it fell off.
That's gotta be irritating.
Oh, do we really need to speak with this fucking bastard?
Well, Darian's not around. I couldn't do it if he was here.
Let me go, and I will eat, not you.
That is not the best negotiating I've ever heard.
Well, it's not the worst either. I mean,
Alright, let's deal with this guy later. Let's go tell him things are ready.
Yep. Okay, we'll go back in and
down.
in and down.
let's get these people out of here.
Then the real shenaniganry could begin.
Bye.
Okay. You step over the body.
Yeah, I think we're so when we escort the people out, we're gonna take them out the east exit, not the west exit.
Okay.
Cause trauma.
All right. You can see Ptolemy and Alkur looking at some of the items. Darian, I don't know, having a conversation with Mother Skring.
Yep.
If that is truly Prince Thrommel, we will bring him back to Homlet. People there are loyal to Hestrin and his family.
I know. That's where he needs to be.
So, got you a wagon.
Ah, I knows how to drive a wagon.
Do you want one with a goal or one without?
Pardon?
Never mind. You'll get it soon.
Not sure I like your tone, Shadow.
It's playful, not serious. Don't worry, farmer.
I've heard goblins chuckle over corpses. That was less creepy than the way you laugh.
What's wrong with the way I laugh?
You should keep a better.
Anywho.
You should keep a better eye out for your brother, Bone Crusher. If you'd want some fatherly advice.
Oh, he's fine. Crazy, but fine.
All right. Don't tell me I didn't tell you so.
You're fine, right, Charlie?
Hey, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, he's fine.
I notice a whole pile of big chains that you've been collecting. Perhaps you should keep these here nearby.
They look really heavy.
Ah,
Are we ready to go?
He's got a point. When that moon comes out, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Make sure I'm tied up. I just don't remember when that shit moon comes out.
Well, that's what we're gonna use our wagon for. Good toss you in there.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Use that poker. I'll poke you with some arrows later. Hit me.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right.
I think we're ready to go, says Mother Skring.
I don't mind. I can escort you a little bit far out, then run back in.
the people out there are currently sort of packing up the village there. When you get into the wagon, you head towards Nob. That'll be the least suspicious thing to go. Matches your orders. Yeah. Don't talk to fucking no one.
Make sure that the ones that are Earth Temple prisoners are the ones that are illusioned. Because when the illusion runs out, they're the ones that I'm allowed to get to work.
We do have an ally in Nob. Mother Skring comes to Alkur. She says it's loud enough for everyone to hear, though. Otis is the best smith in the land. If there are any items that you wish him to start crafting, now would be the time.
There, in fact, there are some things that need to be done.
Can you train some of the magics? Can he make those things?
Otis has been able to forge a magic blade, which to Alkur means that he has the skills to move things around and create runes. He has runecraft.
We want. Well, the thing is, what we really want worked on would require.
Us to not fight anything.
Here's the thing. Well, how magical is the answer? The answer is a Holy Avenger, which means that the salamander is no longer being used. Right?
Well, yeah.
For now.
Kreiger would switch to the salamander for the time being.
Alternately, just hear me out here. We'd send a salamander with the peasants and tell them to fashion you a new hammer and put the salamander's power into it, or basically turn the salamander into a hammer.
And combine
Can't
that
you-
with the retributive axe.
Can't
And
you?
put the retributive axe into it.
Oh my god.
We call it the pancake, the panini press. It is the panini press.
Sure. Let's do it. Let's do it. Sure.
So, I think that would mean that you're a little bit weaker now, but you'll get that weapon earlier.
Yeah.
If I had something sketched out that I wanted to create. A salamander with retributive axe function into the hammer shape, and it'll have like this drawing will have like a grill marks in the end of the hammer.
Nice. She looks at it. She's obviously not a crafter. She just, I will make sure these notes are delivered to him and these weapons. I will let him know of the great deeds you've performed today.
It's been like a week.
During your excursions.
Alright.
Yes, I can. So I'm trying to. Is there anyone in Omelette that you would like to contact?
Who are you saying this to?
Mother Scrang.
No, the people in Homlet believe I am dead. I will likely need to have harsh words with Tertian when I return. I'd rather that be a surprise.
That I understand. He is difficult.
She nods.
Shadow's running off to get a bag and Doom's body.
Okay.
Comes back to the farmer.
Could you do me a favor? Bury him outside of this place. Not sure I'll get a chance.
Yeah. He was your
Appreciate it.
he was your druid companion, wasn't he?
Yeah, something like that.
I will bring his body to Drew. Drew will bury him next to the big tree.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Oh, that's not Doom. That's some random werewolf.
Ah, shit, wrong body. I don't remember what he looks like.
Where is Doom?
He was up north of where
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
They'll puppers.
Okay.
They'll.
It's a medium creature.
Yeah, they put him on a sled that they've got, and full of supplies and some stretchers where Lazarus the wizard and Prince Thrummel are being placed upon. Okay, line up, everyone. The 10 people that will get the veil spell will make sure that the prince is veiled so that he's not recognized. I don't want this to fail, he whispers to whoever's next to him.
Yes.
All right,
You
could
know,
you make me
you
some?
Can just wrap him up in a tarp, right? He doesn't need to like breathe or nothing.
Could you make me the biggest, scariest buggo you've ever seen? Farmer. Yes, the ones with the black fur and the greater temple symbols. No problem. Okay, Ptolemy casts a spell and goes about making people look like bugbears and gnolls. He turns the children into goblins, and Mother Scrang into this hag-like person. There we go. Prince Thrommel looks like some sort of shaggy bugbear with lots of pimples on his face and oozing sores. Yeah, there we go. Just right disgusting, isn't he?
Shadow's laughing.
Yeah, I think you overdid it a bit there. Don't tell him I did it. He goes in the next room and shuts the door. Okay, the huge group of peasants is being escorted by whom?
Shadow's gonna go up with.
Oscar's gonna go with him.
Okay.
Darian will go with him too.
All right.
Just tell people to get out of the way, just in case something.
Papa, come give a smacker.
All right. So a big group of you goes up to the main floor. Your group is noticed. One of them goes, "Hey, where are you bringing all those slaves?" This half-orc warrior.
I'll have to go fix the tower.
The tower.
The moat house.
Oh, I hear Lareth lost it.
So they say.
Always was a chatty coward.
Fucking idiot.
Half-orc just shrugs.
Stupid human.
God, you're ugly.
You march these people right out of the Temple of Elemental Evil.
Oh, when there's like speed counters going.
It's not a lot. It's like got
Right.
like 30 XP. Woo!
When the civilians are out, that means it's time for all hell to break loose.
We're gonna take a little nap. We're gonna get up, a little stretch.
Roar. No, actually, it doesn't change their voices. Yeah, I see what you mean about the ghoul cart.
It's the fifth. It's the fifth to do the voices.
Yep.
Yeah.
They load up the children and a bunch of them into the prisoner wagon. Some of them are forced to walk, but indeed, the group of them are leaving. Farmer Zed just shakes Darian's hand.
Darian shakes his hand quickly.
I'm sure glad that I could be of service this time.
So are we. Safe
Pleasure to
travel,
meet you
friend.
here, farmer.
Once I know that things are safe, I might head back in this direction.
Oh,
Alright. Hopefully we'll be here to greet you, bud.
We're gonna be chasing that area. We'll
What?
be coming this way mighty quick, so.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be heading after the farms.
that's best to watch out for angry pumpkins on the road too.
Yeah, we heard that the pumpkin seed has happened.
We're gonna chase that in a few days.
Good luck to you.
Thanks.
We might take the long way around.
I recommend you do.
Do they, Marty? Do they need an escort a little bit further out, or are they good for here for now?
Yeah, it looks like they're good for here. There's just a bunch of hodgepodge of warriors left, and then you notice the people from Nulb are leaving.
Perfect.
Okay.
And your group sees this caravan of freed folk wander away and exit stage left.
See ya.
And a bunch of little XP motes into your 9th level go ding, 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 ding.
Now, how about we go and sleep? Got fucking tired.
I want to read my book.
Read your book later. Sleep on it. Use osmosis.
Okay, the ghoul hisses at you guys as you're heading back in.
Now, what are we doing with this thing?
For some reason, you left the prince and the caster. Where did they go?
They go in the wagon.
Oh, did I just leave
We
them?
put them in the ghoul wagon.
Oh,
Prince.
here, I got him.
Just two guys.
No, I think we leave the ghoul in the wagon just to protect our wagon.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're all...
Alright, fixed. Go back to level 1.
And we rest.
And you rest. So,
How about we use the proper chambers this time?
No, what, down, library.
ooh,
Oh, God.
Fine.
Library.
where are you resting?
Library.
Library.
Hidden
Where the-
chamber, behind the hidden chamber, in the other hidden chamber.
The massive crossbow, did it stay behind, or did you send it off with the,
They couldn't.
We could stick it in the back of their wagon.
Could put it in the wagon and they can use it as a turret.
Done. I think I have a separate sheet in your loot sheet that says which stuff is with the peasants.
Yeah.
Oh, so I had to put the flame tongue or salamander and
The retributive axe.
the retributive axe both got to go on that.
Okay. Alkur, you give me 2 craft checks for the fashioning of putting the gems back into the answerer.
Okay.
And fixing the armor as well.
Well, one thing at a time.
Is this
Yep.
before leveling or after leveling?
This is before leveling, I think.
Okay, let me see. That's 3 less, so 17, 19. 21! And 24.
Okay, with your 2 hours of struggling, you can't seem to get the gems to fit. They're melting any of the solder that you're trying to put into it because they're highly magical, and we'll say you have 2 more hours before you need to actually go to sleep.
I will try again.
You're trying to alter a 14th level item, which is why this is difficult.
You know what? Fuck it. Oh, sorry, I was using the elf version. I was using twice as long to do the checks to
Okay.
not have critical fails.
Okay. All right, so you don't get the gems into them by the time you need to go to sleep. However, you guys, where are you going to sleep? Where are you nestling down?
In
Third floor.
third floor, behind the secret room, in the
library.
secret wall, back into the...
Secret of the secret.
Okay,
In
so
the
you've
secret.
wandered.
Nowhere near this festy, or
Here.
disgusting pile of filth.
Okay, so you're going
Well,
back to the
kill them.
3rd floor into Fowlerant's chambers, who you learn the wizard's name by looking at his books and things.
Yep.
And what the hell's the skull they keep talking about?
Okay, so Alkur spends time at a crafting table and is having a hard time with these gems and getting pretty frustrated. I need you guys to position yourselves. Ptolemy is going to sleep here.
This little closet area is the...
Like spell components and brooms and chemicals and...
I was going to sleep in the closet.
Okay.
It's funny. These hangers hanging there. Hanging out.
Darian's not in his armor though. That's the thing.
Okay.
Shadow's going to sleep down in this hallway.
Okay.
He's going to turn into a dog. Like a wolf, a straight up wolf, and
Do we need Shadows.
Daddy's
in
gonna be
wolf
like,
form?
No, there's not enough beds.
woo! It's like 2,000.
Nice. There you go. Bubby. Bubby.
Shadow. Been so long, buddy.
Well, the wizard does have a nice plush double bed. A king-size bed.
You want the left side or the right side?
Yeah, I'll take the left side.
Good.
What's Darian doing?
Darian's sleeping on that bench or table or whatever's up there.
Hope you're comfortable. Ah.
Oh, fuck that.
That's fucking funny.
It's the bed. Oh, it's too soft.
Okay, it's just as Alkur is starting to settle down. This is 4 hours of early camp. You guys have eaten. You've tended to your wounds. You've when you actually hear Oscar knocking on the door.
Old Fowler, sir. You home?
What do you want?
Sir, was wondering what happened to everyone. Where'd everyone go? We haven't received orders in the tower in some time.
Oh, does Shadow wake up? Message from her. You'll get in the morning.
All right, we get message. Orders in the morning, you say?
Yep, orders in the morning.
Everything's all right in there? It's kind of messy out here.
There was an adventurer.
Oh, all right. Things are pretty quiet. The nobles have left. Big caravans of them. Earth temples wandering around, but...
How many men you got up there?
Yeah, some of them went missing. We've got, including myself, we've got 5 archers and 4 crossbowmen. 2 of the heavy foots. Ivan and Vasily.
You remember the name Vasily mentioned early on as a ranger or bandit.
Somebody who might have a figurine.
And then there's his blasted dogs. Fucking hate those dogs.
Good. You're not stupid enough to get stuck in the circus.
Yeah, well, some of our numbers did. Things are quiet, though. I hear there's a bit of a ruckus on level 1, though. Lots of people went down there and died. Stupid Earth Temple.
Yeah, New Kurt's an asshole.
Yeah, there's crusher of bones and whatnot. He's got a real strong man. Anyway, if you ain't got any orders for us, I'm just gonna return up top then. Good night, sir. May the fungus be with you.
Yeah, she sees you.
All right. That's reassuring. Yes, sir. All right.
Sense his motives. He's gonna be a good boy. Just go upstairs.
Yeah, he's complainy, but I don't think he's complainy about you. Give me a deception check.
All right.
You could have +4, just because you did a good job. He's a good boy.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
The door being +2, him being frightened of the wizard.
30.
Yeah, you can hear him move off. It was more so he didn't like the concept of the big boss looking at him.
Yeah. Don't open the door.
Okay, you hear him moving off.
Well then. Where's Shadow?
Shadow sleeping down the road, down the
thing. Oscar's going to try to trick Kreiger into spooning Crusher.
You are unsuccessful.
Okay. You guys get 8 hours of rest and an hour of daily prep. And you have now leveled. I think this is a good time to, as Fox asked earlier, what did you guys get when you leveled? This would be a appropriate time to highlight the things that you got while you leveled.
Okay.
I've got a question for Alkur, however. When he does his daily prep, do you study from your giant book, or are you just praying out to the Heart of Gold?
Oh, Alkur's been whining like a big baby trying to read his big book, so Alkur's going to read his big book.
Okay. For those who are keen or who actually care, Alkur, instead of spending time in prayer that morning, spends time reading from this giant tome.
Nothing to see here.
Wait a minute. Cool. Very cool. You spent time on that one, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm just gonna take a bio break. Feel free to highlight what you guys get. Leave Alkur for last.
All right. Start with Captain Crusher.
The captain.
Crusher. So Crusher got 2 things. The first thing he got was through an ancestry feat. He got the ability to rage through barbarian multi-classing, but he's not really multi-classing. He actually went up in monk, but through a trait, multi-talented, he got barbarian dedication, which lets him rage and has an instinct for bears. Basically means I don't like hurting bears. Weird. Second thing, he got a skill increase, so his athletics is now master, which is cool. He can do stuff like wall running and awesome stuff.
Pushing. Wrestling.
Pushing. More throwing, wrestly stuff. Next.
And what did Shadow get?
Shadow got something even more broken. What's cool about Shadow is his hunter prey, basically the ranger. What's it called? Your prey. +2 to hit, and something called Hunter's Flurry, which instead of going down -5 for your second and third hits, is only -3. He applies these 2 abilities to an ally with an action. So if, let's say, Crusher and Kreiger or Darian and Kreiger are an enemy, he can use 2 actions to give both of those guys the same ability. And then he can flurry. Or not flurry, he can rapid shot.
That's cool.
That's broken. And there was one more thing he got. Planar survival. Can survive on a plane that is hostile and does not naturally allow you to survive. You can actually survive.
Oh, that's survival skill feat.
Yeah. Because with all the different planes we're talking about, you don't want to fall into a plane by accident. Anyway, C2 for me. That's it for me.
I'll go next. Darian, at 9th level, got an ancestry feat, and I just took general training, giving him a 1st level general feat, which gave him incredible initiative, so +2 to all his initiative rolls. And for his class abilities, he got 4 class features. He got Champion Expertise, which increased the spell attack rank to Expert. Divine Smite, when you hit with your Retributive Strike, the target takes persistent good damage equal to your Charisma modifier.
Ooh.
Lightning Reflexes, increase reflex rank to Expert. And Juggernaut, increase proficiency rank for Fortitude saves to Master. When you roll a successful Fortitude save, you get a critical success instead.
So you evasion with
Fortitude. With Fortitude.
Nice.
Kreiger also took general training for his ancestry feat, but took Die Hard for the general feat, which means he dies at dying 5 instead of 4.
Not 4. Yeah, that's a good one.
General feat, sir.
And for class features,
Go back to the bathroom, Marty.
For class features, he also got lightning reflexes, so he increases his rank to expert there. And he gains raging resistance, which means he gains, with his particular, I can't remember what they call him, totem, his instinct, he gains resistance to physical weapon damage equal to 3 plus his con modifier while raging.
Oh, next level that would be 8.
No, it's 3 plus his con modifier.
Yeah, so 7 right now, but next
7,
level
yeah.
you get a.
You get to 19.
I got a 19, yeah.
Oscar. So Oscar's racial feat or ancestry feat, he took Stonewalker, which means he's got Meldon Stone once per day as a 3rd circle divine spell.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
Additionally, he can now detect legendary stonework and stone-based traps, because he has both Trap Spotter and he's got Trap Spotter, Stone Cunning, and Stonewalker, and those are all sort of cumulative powers. Once he gets Legendary Perception, which is in like 5 levels, then he can auto-detect. Like, he just auto-detects stone-based anything.
Fair.
It gets to this point where it has to be legendary for you to roll. On top of that, he got Debilitating Strike, which is a free action thing upon striking flat-footed foes. He currently has the ability to apply a 10-foot move speed penalty or Enfeebled 1 for 1 round upon making a successful strike.
Nice.
You do not need to sneak attack. It's not something that needs to be in combination with sneak attack, which is
He's just a hit.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Is
it commutative? Enfeebled 1, Enfeebled 2, Enfeebled 3.
I would have to check. They are free actions to trigger, so I don't know if they stack.
Yeah, how many free actions do you get in a round?
Unlimited. They're free. I don't know about the stacking thing. He took Acrobatics as his mastery skill and learned Kip Up as his skill feat.
Nice.
Alkur the White. Marty is here. Alkur the White at 9th level. He took the Ancestry feat, Expert Longevity. So now he can actually, you know how he picks a skill every day? He can basically pick a skill that he's trained in and become expert in that skill for the day.
Ooh, cool.
That's pretty cool.
So he took that. He has increased his crafting to Master of Crafting.
Is that instead?
Maybe in response to not being able to put the goddamn gem in the thing.
Yeah, is that instead or?
The Expert Longevity, it's instead.
Yeah, okay.
You don't do both. You have to pick one.
Master Crafter, huh?
Yes. He got Resolve, which means he now has a evasion on will saves. And 5th circle spells, which means things like Breath of Life. and
Oh.
5d8 plus 41 healing.
Okay, so the creature that you spoke of as Alkur the White is the priest that is. What about the wizard that was?
Alkur the Black. So Alkur the Black is a 9th level wizard with the metamagic experimentation thesis, who is a worshipper of the Heart of Gold. He's a lawful neutral being, whereas Alkur the White is a lawful good being. He's slightly smarter and slightly less wise than Alkur the White, and has focused his emphasis on arcane magic. Arcane magics do not make you hardy, nor do they make you healthy. I'll just let you know that for free.
What are you trying to say here?
You know how he had no hit points?
Yeah.
Well, take no hit points, then subtract 18. That's how many no hit points that he has. You missed them. Now,
That's funny.
as he has the same ancestral abilities and skill distribution as Alkur the White. He is still a battle medic and a ward medic, and he has recognized spell, these sorts of things, and as a magical crafter. But his metamagical arcane thesis allows him to pick one metamagic feat each day upon waking. He has the counterspell reaction to help protect you from people who try to fireball you. He is a cleric, so he's dedicated to cleric, so he has cleric spellcasting slots. And he's got a wide range of spells. Look at all the spells! New spells everywhere!
And Ptolemy, I forgot to level, so I'll do that later.
So some of the new toys in the new toys in the toolkit are things like telepathy, sending, wall of stone shape.
Useful stuff. How effective are these spells in second ed?
In second ed, so
We know what those are in first ed.
shape stone is actually now a combat spell.
Cool.
Like
Can you
can-
shape stone someone into a coffin of stone?
Well, you basically you make people fall over by just making the stone fall from beneath them, and they fall 10 feet.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a 2-action spell, shape stone now. Sending is also a combat spell, because sending is a 3-action cast.
I see you spent a lot of time with your book this morning, says Ptolemy, who's eyeing Alkur suspiciously.
It's always good to read. How are we this morning?
Oh, I'm feeling like I have got a bit of a cold. I'm actually relieved. Prince Thrommel is on his way.
Yes.
Safe and sound.
Safe and sound and on his way.
We'll be his heroes.
Once they figure out how to make him awake.
I had a dream last night we were flying.
So did I.
No, it was wondrous. We were flying through the air, well, at least I was, and we left this place behind. Well, we kind of were this place, and we were flying like a comet through the stars, sprinkling our dust everywhere.
That sounds familiar.
It was me. I was flying, not Prince Thrommel.
So, are you certain that you've been holding on to your hand, right?
What? Yes. It's right here. And he pulls out the weird multi-hand
totem?
fungus thing. Yeah.
Let me see your nose.
Why? You're not going to punch it, are you? Kreiger would probably punch it.
No, I want to look up it. Is there any fungus residue in his nose?
Nope.
You're fine.
Really? I was feeling a little stuffy. Like a little sniffle. This place is really dirty.
It is.
Wait, this room is much nicer aside from the squished closet.
It is.
You know, I think we have friends here. I saw other people.
Who did you see?
A pink naked goblin with a broom.
Do I remember seeing a pink naked goblin with a broom? This sounds like the start of a bad joke.
I remember him.
Yeah. You don't know how, but yes.
All right.
Krieger's weird thing is this is his first time around.
It's all new.
He's from here. He's a native.
He's a native of hell.
Not hell. Not hell.
Oh.
Acheron.
Acheron, fine.
Hell light. all
At
the
hell.ca.
torment with half the calories.
It's not.
Tastes just like real hell.
All right.
Who
since
let-
we can't get
Who let the dog in here? Oh wait,
That
it's
is-
just Shadow.
that
Hi, Shadow.
You think it's showing its teeth, but it's just smiling. You ever
Alkur-
seen a dog smile?
Yep.
Alkur's going to
He
spend the
gets in
morning...
a couple of quick pets. they're,
He yips at him.
they're awkward as you'd expect.
Tails
Ptolemy.
wagging. Does
I know Squish. I'm not too sure where to pet him. He doesn't have any fish pots.
We need to give him some sort of skin disorder, so he's alopecia or whatever it's called.
Oh, that feels a little weird, a little different.
Oh yes, bone popping. That's...
That's a little different. There we go.
Alkur studied from spellbook today.
I never gave a shit about what he does.
Like a lot. Oh, maybe I'll go tell someone who. I'll tell Oscar.
So, you can read?
Go away.
Oh, Unky Dwarf, I just wanted to speak to you for a moment.
Yeah.
Hey, Alkur, one quick thing.
You're still here?
Yeah. Remember when you found his sword?
Yes.
Can you find my spear?
Maybe tomorrow.
Alright. Good. I think it's useful for me. It's important.
Shadow Alkur smells off.
Shadow takes like a double take, like.
It's still him. It's just he's got like he collected a lot of the weird wizard unguents and he's got a different facial expression.
He smells like cast spells.
Sure.
That ozone-ish thing that hangs around.
Psst. I think Alkur's a wizard. Like, I mean,
Of course he's a fucking wizard, dude.
no, he studied a lot of spells this morning. I think he's had a breakthrough.
That's good.
It is.
Breakthroughs are good. We like breakthroughs.
It is good.
Hey, Shadow, I know where your fucking staff is. You stay.
Wait, what?
in the
what?
tower.
My staff.
Also-
My spear.
Aren't they cute cuddling there in the bed?
Oh, Shadow jumps on top of Crash.
How you doing? Wake up! Wake up!
He's hitting him with a pillow.
Wake up!
Shadow
out of
probably gets a fucking kick to the head.
falls out of bed on the stone. Why are you fucking? Shadow runs around.
Alright,
What was that? Why does my back hurt?
So
I didn't like that.
I need a few hours.
All right,
of
that's
the
good
soul.
stuff.
Entertain yourselves, please.
Did Shadow hear the conversation last
Sure.
night
Which
the
one?
way?
Which one?
with Oscar? Oscar and the
Way the
child?
hell down here.
Yes, as a wolf.
No.
All right.
So, you're Vasily, ranger guy,
Yeah.
as well as handful of archers, couple heavy footmen, handful of crossbowmen, and some guy named Ivan or Ivan or Ivona or some nonsense. I think is up the ladder,
My spear.
and they're waiting for orders from the Greater Temple.
They said that the werewolf said that the elder wolves had my spear.
Ah, fuck if I know. Didn't you want Vasily for something?
You said the tower?
Yeah,
Yeah, they've
guards in the tower.
got the second wolf.
He pulls out the statuette.
They've got my second one.
Puts it into his vest.
It's time to go and collect.
Alkur.
Yes.
Oh,
Um,
I didn't mean to disturb you, but it sounds like we're gonna go fight some peons upstairs. You didn't happen to learn Fireball, did you?
I already knew Fireball, but I have prepared one.
Oh, could you, I don't know, come with us and cast a Fireball?
I could.
Yeah.
Is it more important than fixing this sword?
Well, I suppose we could let the bruisers wade through guts and not use magic.
I kind of need a sword to fight.
Oh yes, Darian's complaining about not having a sword, and we sent the fiery one and the axe away. Do we have
All
any
right,
other
then.
weapons?
Have breakfast. Eat breakfast.
Alkur is going to try again. He says first to eat breakfast.
Alkur is going to take 4 hours to try each gem once.
Okay.
Because he's
Are you
going to
guys
do it
waiting
properly.
waiting around for 4 hours?
no, that's 8 hours actually. Each
Why?
gem. If we said 4 hours.
No, 2
No.
hours
Yeah.
a gem.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 hours a gem to try each. Okay, 4 hours total. Oh, look, you can count. I can't.
You won.
Okay, that gets a gem in.
I think we should just go.
And then natural
This-
20.
Natural 20. Okay. So, where do you want me to
So
paste this, Mark?
Just at the bottom of Darian's sheet.
Okay.
and whether or not anybody is outside of the secret chamber when Alkur is done is up to them. I
Does,
got a knife.
does Darian have any other weapons?
No.
Darian's was pretty load limited,
Okay.
so I got a rapier.
He's got a crowbar.
All right, hold on, God damn it.
I've got one of the crystal blades. There's daggers.
I've got a crossbow.
Okay, the Stone of Retaliation gives you a reaction. When you are struck and take damage in melee, you can take a reaction to make a strike with Fragarak against the opponent that hit you.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
And the Stone of Answering gives you an additional focus point, which you can use to cast Lay on Hands.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
What does that mean?
That's good.
I can cast Lay on Hands twice in a combat.
Oh. In once a day, or
You know the power of the Stone of Whispers, although you don't have it. The Stone of Whispers basically helps the wielder of the blade get to the truth of matters. And as a focus spell, you gain Zone of Truth. You don't have this stone, but that's the missing stone.
When I get it, yeah.
And then with your Nat 20, Alkur the Black remembers the power of Fragarak when you have all 3 gems. When fighting demons, you do not take penalties on iterative attacks.
Oh.
I'm not a demon, right?
Oh my.
I've completed.
shit.
The power in the second edition module or the first edition module is it never misses evil things. So for this one, I'm like, what is something that still requires a die roll will be no penalties for iterative attacks when fighting demons.
Still
Okay.
giving you that +2. Conqueror?
Does Darian's new
bless.
smiting power apply to the retributive strike as well? It's a reaction. I'm not sure what's your new
Retributive Strike is a reaction.
So his retributive strike happens when a foe gets hit, when an ally gets hit.
When an ally gets hit, yeah.
This one is when somebody injures you, you get that same kind of like hit you back.
Okay.
You just nobody's allowed to fight around Darian. So Alkur will exhume himself from the workshop.
Okay.
Are people there at give or take noonish?
Did you guys remain behind?
Yeah, we stuck around. But we're gonna wait till.
We could go actually and search the rest of the second and third floor. Should be nothing serious.
And the answer is a longsword or a bastard sword?
It's a bastard sword.
Bastard sword. Cool.
Which means two-hand for big damage. It's greater
And-
striking?
I don't know what a standard Holy Avenger is. 601.
I will look up Holy Avenger. Just because I'm wondering.
+2 greater striking. Holy cold iron longsword.
Holy?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I don't even know what Holy does.
This is the sword of the kingdom. And you sent the prince away because
He
you
doesn't need
wanted to wield the sword. Did you send his armor with him?
No.
Oh, bunch of fucking greedy adventurers.
Hell no.
He might never wake up.
Okay, what did you guys do while Alkur was fixing the blade over 4 hours?
First, we leave the armor in front of the door, so as soon as he opens it, he remembers.
Clang! Alright.
I suggest we finish clearing the rooms on the second and third floor, keeping in mind that the demon thing is here on the third floor somewhere. Be careful to avoid that specific area.
Alright, who's on wiener duty?
What do you mean, wiener duty?
We left
Who's
the
gonna
wiener here. We need somebody to
We
protect
need
the
someone to
wiener.
protect
Oh,
him here.
I'll protect him.
You're also a wiener.
Yeah.
Wieners are very important. Nobody likes it when they don't have a wiener. Just talk to the ghoul.
I'll stay. Darian, do we should stay as well?
Yeah, I'll stay.
Weird, Crusher. I thought you might have wanted Kreiger.
Well, you
Yeah,
fucking
put
prick.
it right there. Oscar will throw Darian his rapier. As in, it's a +1 striking rapier.
Okay.
The traditional way is to say on guard before you stab a guy.
That's a hard no.
All right, where are you guys off to? For
All
a
right,
few
I
hours.
think we're doing a follow the expert. I think we're gonna go to level 2 and just try to clear up the black.
Yep. Finish up level 2, finish up level, and then start doing level 3. See how long that goes. Level 2. Which mask did you put on, by the way, Darian?
It's the Conqueror.
Yeah, blessing one. Okay.
Mhm.
Cools.
I do have a bless today, but I don't have much divine power.
Where are we?
It's level 2.
Right there. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak. Boop, boop, boop.
Alright.
Oh,
Isn't Crusher and Darian? Crusher shouldn't be here.
nope. Okay.
Oh, Crusher's staying with Darian?
Yeah, Crusher
Look at
and
that.
Darian are staying
We're
with.
splitting the party in such a way that we could have encounters in both groups.
Ooh,
Who thought of that?
you guys.
Alkur's ignoring whatever happens.
Of course not.
I'm busy. Don't you see I've got my
Humans are
edgy robes on?
My fucking edgelord robes.
I am the law. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Whoa. Why is that happening?
Does Darian new smiting power apply to that retributive strike as well, or just the one he gets from Paladin? Ooh. Don't know.
Somebody's
There's-
got a fire truck going by.
We will
You're happy
find out.
Dragons. I'm missing a Jason Bone stream for you guys. Oh, Wither King is here. Yeah, yeah. Hey, man.
Hey, Wither. I met Jason Bullman at PaizoCon. This is right before 2nd edition was released. No, it was at GaryCon, sorry. GaryCon.
Yeah.
Quick question: did Ptolemy and Alkur do any identifications on the magic items?
They did. They did not divvy it yet, as they were not done.
Okay.
Stop rushing me.
When you're done with this, do that. Whoosh.
Okay.
Get in your room.
There is a door at the end of a short hallway. You can see a sort of like pearlescent light coming, like a whitish light coming from the keyhole and the gap between the door and its frame.
That's the story.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, after you.
Oscar, give me a perception check.
Okay. I have not updated the numbers in the combat sheet.
It's fine.
Just as a thingy. A statement to the world. 27 more against traps.
Okay. Shadow, which form are you in? I see a bunch of shadows there.
Yeah, I was just fixing it. I'm in my hybrid form.
Okay, you smell in this hallway werewolves.
Shadow puts his
Darian's not here
his
right now.
clawed hand up. Whispers.
Werewolves inside. Somewhere around here. Sorry.
You know, when you giggle like that right in my ear, it's exciting.
He just grins and canines are showing.
Oscar will check to see if the door's locked.
Okay. The door is not locked, but there's some sort of fierce light in this room.
Okay. Maybe this. This feels like a trap. Oscar will open the door just a crack.
Okay, you peek into the room. The room is filled with mist, and the very shiny part of the wall looks like a framed bit of glass from your angle as you just sort of peek into the room. You don't know whether it's a mirror or a window or a stained glass, but that seems to be the source of the really, really bright light.
It doesn't have any like moon motif on it, does it?
You just took a kind of like a little bit of a peek. You have to stick your head in a little bit further.
I'll stick his head in.
And your spider senses are tingling. Big glowing glass things tend to be more bad than good. And
all right, this thing is a fucker. So we're just gonna leave it here. We're just gonna close the door. There's some magic glass pane, something or other. I don't know what the fuck it is.
We'll wait for everybody else.
It smells like wolves. It can't be good.
No. We'll come back to it later.
And we're gonna back out and around.
If it is what I think it is. Get them chains.
Shadow, you smell werewolves kind of like all around this area.
Okay.
This is where they go. We'll wait for Darian and Crusher and Alkur before we come down here.
How frequently they come around?
Survival?
It's a portal to the Twilight movie. Twinkle vampires.
Shadow's gonna do a survival.
If you were hideous, you would have been never casted. You would have never been casted for the movie. All right, there are twin metal doors that you could play tricks with ropes and chains.
Totally wouldn't be a wasted time to
yeah,
do so.
yeah, exactly. And then there's an odd hallway that does not have a door.
22 survival. When was the last time I heard a wolf or smelled a wolf or?
They frequent this area. Like, you smell the scent of at least one male wolf and at least one female werewolf within the last 24 hours in this area.
When was the last time I killed those guys? Or we killed those guys?
3 days ago? 2 days ago?
Okay.
Alright, so maybe we give him a hide and a jiggery pokery.
It's family.
Yeah. Have to come back for these guys.
We'll take a look at the eastern.
Okay, this door has the symbol of air, and this door has the symbol of fire. It's been a while since we've looked at those symbols. I can't remember.
Is there sand underneath the air one?
There's sand underneath the air one.
Yeah, we know it.
You know where that goes, and then the symbology of.
Wasn't there a door to the north?
The air is the gray circle, the black circle, and the fire is the like fireball template thing.
Yep. The two interlapping squares to create a yellow star.
Wasn't there a door to the north of the air temple? Or the...
It had the big magic locks on it. The big fuck-off magic locks on it.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, it had like the magical bindings.
Yep.
Oh.
Alright, let's open this fucker up.
Okay, the door isn't warm, but the hallway is a little bit warm. It goes in kind of like an elbow shape, and then leads to a second set of doors that also have the fire symbol on it. And Oscar, you pause for a moment, and you kind of tap the door, and the door is warm. Not quite doing damage by opening it, but there's like a considerable amount of warmth coming from the next chamber.
Yeah.
Okay. Shadow's going to. Where is Shadow? Yeah, he's where he is. He's readying to pray.
We'll open it up just to see what's inside.
Find someone to make my prey. Sec.
A few days ago, there was a feature that was partially launched on Twitch where you give away emote slots for bit tiers. So I might put some of those new emotes into those bit tier slots once the feature is fully available. I don't know when though. It seems to be available to partners, and we are but a lowly affiliate channel, so stay tuned.
Are we now?
Yeah.
Is the size of your fish the size of the pond it's swimming in? I don't know.
So low.
All right, these doors are tight.
Okay. Lock them. Unlock them.
Unlock them. Okay, Oscar. Actually, the doors are unlocked.
Oh.
They're just close fitting. You take a peek.
Perhaps like they've been heated and they're metal and they're.
You take a quick peek into the room, revealing a red tiled furnace of a room. There are all sorts of red tapestries depicting fiery, with a fiery motif. There is a bubbling stone cauldron of lava and some sort of eternal flaming sphere to the northern side, and a bunch of bronze urns, like big cauldrons that are off to the side. There is a horrible looking altar. You can see scorched bones piled up in some of the depressions on the altar.
How
This
hot?
this place is like 130 F.
So it's like sauna temperature.
It is
Well, the
very warm sauna temperature, like a blast of furnace heat. Furnace heat kind of hits you guys when you open the chamber. It is all still, aside from this strange sphere which is on fire and the bubbling of the magma.
Tommy, I'm gonna need you to take a look at this.
There is a door to the left, or your right.
Yeah. And
What am I looking at? Says Ptolemy. No, Squish. You might burn your wings if you go in there. This is not a place for a little brave guy like you.
yeah.
Shadow rolls his eyes like, oh, fucking come on.
Anybody got one of them?
It's a lot. It's a lot of bronze.
There's definitely some value in here. Seems pretty. Hey, any fucker in here?
Shadow's got his bow drawn, like,
Yep.
ready to make something pay for saying yep.
Okay, we'll close the door and back away. Oh no, we don't close the door. The motherfucker starts closing the door. Oh.
You heard
perception?
a strange voice disembodied from the room. Ptolemy's backing away.
So, do you speak common or dwarven or something normal?
Should I tell him I got his offering right here?
Shadow's got your offering right there.
thrust them into our loving embrace.
You just ask them to come and get them.
All right. What kind of offering you looking for?